Hey, it's David Antonio Chavez. I got another video today. Today's video is going to be pretty cool. Didn't really prep for it. I got my notes from the event. It's on the WGR summit I just came back from a couple days ago. And my biggest takeaways, my insights, and how my life has even transformed in that short period of time. So, it's going to be a pretty powerful video. At least 10 minutes. I got 11 minutes on the phone, so we'll make it within the 10 to 11 minute mark. Alright, cool. So, I'm first going to go over my notes that I had on Danny Morell and my 3 big takeaways from him. And again, there's no real structure to this, but whatever's on the top of my mind that actually stayed with me. That everything that was covered in the event was fucking phenomenal and awesome. But what changed me is what is up here. Because like I'm going day to day and I'm moving differently, I'm speaking differently, I'm happier, fucking. Even like just now before I made this video, I felt like shit, but I chose to fucking commit to making this video one of my best videos thus far. So that's what I'm committed to do, despite how I feel, and I actually feel better saying that. So cool. So one of my first takeaways from the event from Danny Morell was actually not anything he said or any information he shared. It was an exercise he made us do. He made us meditate and visualize on who we wanted to be, our dreams. And it's weird because I've done this by myself, but it's different when you're in person at an event filled with people with like-minded individuals like you, especially when you're in the front row and you're VIP, right? Because you're right there up with the speaker, up with people that are fucking committed and determined as well. So I fucking cried meditating, and pretty much we just embodied that life, that state of being that we want to be and what's true to our hearts. And I went down to when I was a fucking kid, and I'm gonna share one of my biggest dreams. And it's fucking, it's not ridiculous, it's my fucking dream, but I want to share it just because it's outstanding and crazy, but this is what moves me. And it's, as a kid, I've always looked at the stars, loved the stars. I would sit on my rooftop and watch the stars almost every night. And when I was visualizing, I was just thinking about how much good I'd be doing for people, what organizations I would start to help certain groups of people, and then where I ultimately wanted to be and have for myself. And I feel like as a kid, I've always looked to the stars because I always knew it was infinite. I was like, that's insane. I don't understand it. It's so bright, it's so beautiful. So in my visualization, I was sitting on the fucking moon on a lawn chair looking at the planet, to the rest of the solar system, and it was just fucking gorgeous. And goddamn, I'm gonna make that a fucking reality, dude, because that's just amazing. And then 2, my second takeaway. That was a phenomenal takeaway, by the way. Didn't share quite my whole dream, but that number 1, fucking perfect, beautiful. I'm going for that. I'm kind of just going ahead of myself. I got 7 minutes, so. So the second takeaway from Danny Morell was that the mind and its thoughts aren't you. You just bought into it, right? So technically we're not even the mind. We're not who we perceive we are. We're connected to this source, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it. And it's true. Everything's just energy and matter and roll. Energy, matter, everything's just energy. Actually, an atom is more energy, 99.9%, something like that, energy, and it's only like 0.0001% matter or something like that. So, knowing that everything's energy, your thoughts are more energy than they are matter, so your thoughts have bigger impact on this universal space that we live in, this universal reality, than any physical action. Because it all resolves back to mindset. Because if your mind isn't there, like before this video, if I just took my physical being, or my mental, if I took my physical feeling of feeling like shit, and didn't have the mental capacity to say, yeah, I'm gonna make this video, I wouldn't have gone up and made this fucking video. But it was my mindset that said, no, fuck that, I'm gonna make this video. And it was my mindset that made me take the action to make this fucking video. I don't know if that made any sense. But yeah, it's all mindset. Mind is energy. And why I said that, so when you get a thought, an idea, or a belief system that was pushed onto you as a kid, that was never you. It never was. But it's when someone imposed it on you that you bought into it and you accepted it as your own label, and now you identify with it, right? So I hope you guys are keeping up to date, or not up to date, but resonating with the information. Clearly, I don't articulate it as well as I want to be, or as well as they did, but I'm doing my best. I'm going to improve. But that was huge. So knowing that, like, anything that I believe that was lower, or any limiting belief, once you realize that that's not you, in most cases it's just an experience, and you stop identifying with it, you fucking transcend to another level. Right? Now you don't identify with that label. You are what you say you are. You can buy into whatever you want to say. Right? Or you can just go straight into alignment and identify with nothing. But let's skip that crazy real estate event, right? So the last one was people follow a story, and I should have prepared for this video. The last one was people follow a story, and that's pretty big. That's pretty big, because I think why I have the level of success that I do, just with my YouTube, I have like 20 views per video, but the people that watch genuinely do get something from it, and it's because I'm sharing my current struggles, and I haven't even accomplished much. I'm just being honest and sharing my story. And I was doing this indirectly, but now I see the importance of it and why I need to share my struggles more in my dreams and aspirations. Because 10 years from the line, someone's going to go back and watch my old YouTube videos, and they're literally going to see a story. And with that comes a lifetime valued client, prospect, customer, whatever you want to call it, relationships. Great things just come from that. And one of the reasons I follow Brian Casella so much is because he started a YouTube channel when he was relatively new. And I was able to go back in those videos, and I was able to look at him then to now, and I was like, oh shit. You know, that inspired the shit out of me. So definitely people follow a story, and it's absolutely crucial. I should have prepared for this fucking video, but learning lesson. I say that a lot. I'm going to apply it. But since we're short out of time, I'm going to share a few of the last things I got from the last speaker, Samantha Kelly. And she was some breath work chick. She made us do these breathing exercises that would allow us to express those emotions that we were suppressed. Whether they're attached to a thought or not, we let those emotions come out during this event. And we did this breath work exercise, and during the exercise, I think I heard Colton Lindsay yell in the back, and I was like, that sounds fucking nice, because the entire time I wanted to yell. I always want to yell, so I was just like, ah. And once I let out that first yell, sitting down, I felt fucking good. I started stretching out my neck and just yelling and yelling. And as I yelled, I just felt like this animal part inside of me, like this aggressive energy just started to kick in. Something I've been suppressing for at least a year and a half now. Ever since I came back from the Army, 2 years, it's just been suppressed and suppressed. Maybe even during the Army, like 3 years, I don't know. But once I let it out, oh man, I stood up, I took off my shoes, I was fucking yelling. You know, I felt like a fucking king, god, I don't know. And then as I was yelling, I started crying. And then when I started crying, I started realizing that I love myself, and two, I love this planet, this universe, the people in the room, you guys watching. Like, every single aspect of this existence I loved, and I appreciated for that moment. And it was weird, she asked us to put our hands up in the sky, and this sounds nuts, a real estate event. We put our hands up into the sky, and she told us to connect with our higher selves. And man, once I did that, it felt like a DMT experience. I'm sure like there must have been some DMT released, who knows. But once I connected to that, I felt a feeling that I was always pursuing, and that we're always pursuing. When we want something, it's not because we want that physical thing, it's what we feel from it, right? And that was the purpose for breath work. And man, like once I felt confident, I felt unstoppable, I felt good. You know, I even stood up different. I was like, shoulders leaning back, I'm like this, hands open, smiling, fucking crying. And holy shit, that transformed my fucking life. I've been moving around my life differently now, and I smile more to people. I'm greeting people. I got 2 listing appointments back to back, so today and yesterday, just with the intention that I would. Just with the intention that I would. Right? So, damn, I wish I had more memory on this phone, but this video is this information's fucking awesome. My life is transformed from a 2-day event, and I didn't even cover everything. I just covered one of the few things I had on my notebook. I didn't cover it all. Like, it was amazing. And an event, I feel like, is crucial to your success and your growth as a human being, and you must commit to doing an event. Done. So, thank you guys for watching. I apologize for it being a little all over the place, but you got my thoughts in its rawest form, and like, I even feel better just talking about that experience and going back there. Like, god damn, that was fucking awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know how you guys liked it. It's a little different than most videos. Went more on the spiritual side, but fuck it. That's what happened. It was awesome. I love it. I love you. I'm gonna go back to work. I'm fucking put in some work, write up some contracts, update some comps, and get some fucking listings. Alright, see you guys.